Quarterfinals done and dusted. We know our semi-finalists now. The full-time whistle has just got in Toulouse. These are my hot takes for Stade Toulousain against Exeter Chiefs. Spoiler alerts are coming, obviously, because it's congratulations to Toulouse, who were absolutely incredible. Final score, Toulouse 64, and what was it, 10 tries? And Exeter Chiefs 26. See, that tells a story. That there was a massive gulf between these two teams, but it does not tell the whole story, because the first thing I want to say is Exeter Chiefs can feel incredibly proud of their entire season in the Champions Cup, getting to the quarterfinals with their squad at the stage they're in their journey is absolutely remarkable. And also they can feel very proud for their first half performance, because the score at half time was 17-16, and to have gone toe to toe with a team as good as Toulouse for 40 minutes was magnificent. The class told in the end, and you have to flip it round and just say the rugby Toulouse play is absolutely outrageous. And yeah, lots to talk about on this one. I'm Tim, this is Egg Chasers. Leave your comments down below. How much did you enjoy that? What do you make of the semi-finals? We now know what they are. It's Toulouse against Harlequins. It's Leinster against Northampton Saints. I think, there's plenty of time over the next couple of weeks to talk about those semi-finals, but I think there's two clear-cut favourites for those games, isn't there? And it looks like Leinster and Toulouse, the two most successful teams in this competition, are on a collision course to face each other in what could be something absolutely epic at the end of May. But Exeter Chiefs in this first half, like I say, they just started brilliantly well. 2 penalties from Henry Slade, either side of a Roman Untamak try, and then Ethan Root scoring from a well-worked 5-metre out move, miss pass inside pop between the forwards. Ethan Root's barrelled over. 13 points to 7 Exeter were up after about a quarter. Yellow card to Piatto Malvaca just before that as well. And Toulouse were clearly rattled. You could tell they were rattled because the crowd were not happy, getting on the referee's case, booing, whistling, not happy at all. And that just tells you what a great job Exeter did. And I just want to stick on Exeter for a second. Did you know that they're apparently about £2 million under the English salary cap, which is well below the French salary cap? They've done incredible things with a bunch of lads, many of whom were playing for Exeter University last season. A bunch of those boys, like Tom Cairns, playing for Exeter University last year, playing his first season of senior top-flight rugby, and he's up against Antoine Dupont, and he did not look out of place. It's the job Rob Baxter has done, rejuvenating, rebuilding this team, is exceptional, and he's a rugby genius as far as I'm concerned. Then again, so is Ugo Mola, the head coach of Toulouse, because what he's doing with this team, yes, they've got a lot of talent, but the way he puts them out on the field and the coaching that he must do and the work that must go into the way that Toulouse play, and I'll come on to that when we talk about the second half. But just a lot of positive things to talk about. That Roman Untamak try was just filthy. They just bust you open, and you can just see this picture is what Toulouse do. As soon as they get behind your defensive line, one line break and they're in, and it's suddenly a 4-on-1. They're just gone. It's amazing to watch. It really is. And then this is what popped into my head when I was looking at the French TV director. It was almost like a meme. Look at this. The referee was going, can you just show me the grounding? I want to see how we restart the game. Can you show me the grounding on that? No, the French TV director, no, I'm going to show you this. Have a look at this high tackle. Head contact, head contact, head contact. So we've got to do something about these directors who can have a bearing on the actual match. I'm not just picking on the French TV directors, although that is the stereotype that it's them. And it's a stereotype for a reason, because they do it a lot. But we can't have big games being influenced, and none of this would have affected the result today, but it might do in one of the big games that's coming up. So can we get on top of that, please, because it's getting ridiculous. By the way, absolutely love the bright red and the bright blue in the sunshine. It just looked awesome today. It looked awesome when, well, not if you're Harvey Skinner, to see Jack Willis just bouncing Harvey Skinner off and then busting over the line. How good is Jack Willis, by the way? He coughed up a few penalties early in the game, but then reacted, understood what the referee wanted, and then just dominated for the rest of the game. I would love to see that man in an England shirt again. But then again, I love watching him play for Toulouse, and we cannot have, because of the rules, You're not allowed to play for Toulouse and play for England, which I personally don't disagree with, and there's a video in the channel explaining why. Go and have a look at that. No worries if you disagree, that's all good. So yeah, there we go. Fantastic first half for Exeter Chiefs, really courageous. 17-16 at the break, which then Exeter took the lead again for a third time when Henry Slade scored a penalty just into the second half. But after that point, Toulouse just dropped the hammer. 2 tries from Blair Kinghorn, 2 from Peter Aki, 2 from Juan Cruz Malia, and 1 from Antoine Dupont as well. How many tries is that in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? 9 tries. Wow. Incredible rugby. Absolutely incredible. And just that offload from Cost out the back as he's falling to Juan Cruz Malia, and you can already see Blair Kinghorn there. And this is what they do so well. The offload, the skill is brilliant, and Malia just gambled on the offload and scorched past. Blair Kinghorn is already gambling that Malia is going to get the ball, and he's already scorching through on a support line. Those support lines they run they're outrageous. That's yeah. It's like that meme from Wolf of Wall Street watching Toulouse play. And just to underline, I should say, how good the Toulouse squad is and the talent that they've got, they brought on Thomas Ramos for Blair Kinghorn. Exeter Chiefs brought on Zach Wimbush, who was playing for Exeter University last year, brought him on in the centre. They brought on Thomas Ramos for Blair Kinghorn. They brought on Julien Marchand for Piatto Malvaca. It's incredible, and I love it. Hang it in the Louvre. Some of the tries they scored, hang it in the Louvre. That Dupont try, just outrageous. Malia, Aki, and Malia again were all the tries, and it was just absolutely dominant second half. There have been some one-sided games. Last night, Northampton v the Bulls. Today, obviously the Quins game was just dynamite. Leinster was one-sided as well. It's been a bit of a shame that there's been some one-sided matches, but I'm just marvelling at the brilliant attack. I'm hoping that the semi-finals are competitive. I think they could be, not comfortable, but they could be very competent victories for both Leinster and Toulouse. It certainly looks that way at this early stage. But that final could be something else, couldn't it? But I'm getting ahead of myself because I've only just finished the quarterfinals. Your thoughts down below in the comments. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. I would love it if you would. If I haven't earned your subscription, that's what I want the channel to keep growing. I'm really grateful for getting on board, for getting involved, for leaving your comments down below. And there's more rugby coming, more content coming on the channel. So I'll see you on the next one.